the civil lawsuit filed by former President Trump over his business activities in New York City, where he built his business brand and gained international fame, appears to have hit a nerve. Trump, frontrunner race next year's GOP presidential nomination, faces impeachment. Washington, D.C. His attempts stay power after losing 2020 election. Georgia attempting to overturn state's 2020 election results. New York an alleged hush money scheme keep an affair secret. And Florida his retention and use of classified material after leaving White House. But one case that the former president has taken particularly personally is the New York trial, in which prosecutors alleged decades of by Trump and his businessmen. The case pitted him against his longtime mechanic, Michael Cohen, and ensnared his children, who testified about the practices of the family business. It's pretty clear that this is a much more personal case, because it's about business, his family, brand, said Sean Spicer, who served as Trump's White House press secretary. Trump is the subject of a sweeping civil lawsuit in New York alleging decades of by him and his businesses. Judge Arthur Engoron had already found Trump liable for and ruled that New York Attorney General Letitia James had proven the crux of her case. But as part of the lawsuit, the Attorney General's office is seeking a $250 million civil penalty and a ban on Trump and his children from serving as officers or directors of New York companies. While the case does not pose as serious a legal threat as cases scheduled to go to trial in 2024, it is in some ways more personal. The event is set in New York City, where Trump grew up and built his brand in the real estate business. And he faces significant consequences for the business that bears his surname and helped him rise to fame. The case could be particularly personal for Trump because of who is testifying against him. Cohen, Trump's longtime fixer and critic, took to podium a high-profile appearance that put two in same room for first-time years. Testified Monday in a hotly contested hearing. And three of his adult children, Donald Jr., Eric and Ivanka, also testified. Trump took to social media throughout the trial, complaining that his sons were being persecuted in a political witch hunt and at one point telling the judge to leave my kids alone. Trump complained Wednesday that his wonderful, beautiful daughter was brought in to testify after a failed attempt to avoid taking the stand. And the Trump campaign released a fundraising appeal Wednesday with the headline "They're coming after my family. No one wants to see their kids go through that. And it was very difficult. But he was very tenacious and took over the entire courtroom." Trump senior campaign advisor Chris LaCivita told CBS News after a rally in Florida on Wednesday. The former president's statement included harsh criticism of judges and prosecutors in case alleged that case against him was